What's going on, people? How you doing? And I have not made a video in a couple weeks, and I'm going to tell you right now why. A couple weeks ago, on August 23rd, I started school again, and that's why I've been kind of busy trying to get everything organized, and that's why I haven't made any videos. So I apologize if you actually enjoy watching my videos and wait, but I wanted to post this just as an update, really. Well, the first part of it, at least. The rest of it, I'm going to talk about something else. So, if you look at what just happened, if you're watching the video itself, I completely just, got owned by that hunter, and if you're wondering why, it's because when I got this gameplay, I was exhausted, and I did not know what I was doing. So, I haven't played the game in a very long time, and the patch came out, and I really didn't play it that much after the patch, and I was, I looked at how much damage it did, I was like, whatever, I'm taking a break from the game, and I have been doing other things. So I was taking a break from this game because I was getting kind of bored with it. Even after the patch, I still was getting bored with it. I was going to wait till Miss Pandaria to play again, because that's going to be pretty cool. But that's not what this video is about. The video is not about the gameplay. If you want to watch the gameplay, you can, but you don't have to. None of it. I'm pretty sure that, 90% of this commentary or more is not going to be about the video. So, moving on to the subject that I actually want to talk about. Recently, I have been, well, not recently, but over the course of time, I've noticed a lot of people trying to start their YouTube, and I understand, a gaming channel, and they use a camera to record their screen. And when they do that, it kind of makes me upset. I do not, I'm thinking because, it doesn't matter how many videos you make with the camera and how many videos you don't make with the camera, you still made one video, and that video is most likely your first one, and if not more, and that means that you just made a terrible first impression. And I made sure on my other channel too, and they're talked about it, and I'm not going to mention it anymore, but my other channel, I'm not going to go into any further details about it, but on my other channel, the first video was captured with an HD PVR, actually. I made sure that I invested the money in video making before I started so I can make a first impression, which actually got me kicked off alright. Faster than this one. But I'm just going to talk about the people who actually do this, and I want to give you some tips on how you can improve and stuff. So, I noticed a lot of kids doing this, and it's usually kids. You don't see adults doing it, because, if they do YouTube, they know what they're doing. But I'm just going to give you some tips on it, because you're going to want to buy something. Fraps, if you have a PC, is free, but you need to buy an editing software. I mean, you could use Windows Movie Maker, but, it's not the best, so whatever. But I use Mac, so I really don't have to worry too much about that. I mean, well, yes, it was a lot more money for a Mac to be able to record. I use Camtasia to record. And I also have a Triton headset, in case you wanted to know what I was using to record my audio, because it does not sound like a normal person who is just starting out their channel, if this is the first video I ever watched of mine. So, that's another subject that I'm going to get to a little bit later. But you're going to want to buy, a capture system, and I'm going to give you some recommendations on, what you should buy, or what you should get. For a PC, you definitely want to get Fraps. Fraps is, actually no, it's not free. I'm sorry, I correct that mistake that I made earlier. Fraps is a $20 capture system thing, whatever you want to call it. And it is probably, yes, it definitely is the best thing to record your screen, a screen capture, for a PC. Now, it's different for a Mac, and now that I got past Fraps, I'm going to get to editing software after I talk about what you should use to record initially. So, Fraps is what you want to use for PC. For Mac, to capture your screen, there's a number of different systems out there that you could use, I use Camtasia. I tried ScreenFlow. Apparently ScreenFlow is supposed to be the best, but it didn't work too well for me for some reason. But, I mean, you should try that out too, just a free trial or something like that. But didn't work too well for me, so I went to Camtasia. But I'm probably going to say that ScreenFlow has the best quality if you know how to, render it right. And that's another thing, you want something to render it with. And If you have a Mac, I recommend getting like a. You could use iMovie, but I mean, if you want to make better stuff, you could also get like Final Cut Express or something like that. Not too bad. Price. I mean, I think it's like, I don't even remember what it was. I bought it so long ago. But there's that. So that's the editing software for Mac, Final Cut Express, and then probably the recording system would be ScreenFlow. For a PC, you know, to go along with Fraps, you should probably get like Sony Vegas. So moving on, that's what you want to get for that, and you're gonna have to invest a little bit of money to record. Of course, you can't just take, you know, your mom's camera that you found in the closet, put it in front of the screen, and talk like Tobuscus the whole time, which is one of the most recent offenders that I've watched. I'm not gonna name any names, but this kid, you know, he used his camera to record. He sounded, you know, he was copying another YouTuber to the games and stuff like that, but it's just a mess. When I found him, this is what inspired me to make the video, because, I mean, that's one too many that I've seen kids do that, so I just wanted to touch upon that. You definitely want to be original. You don't want to try to sound like anybody else. It's not something that, you know, people take too kindly to. Let's just put it at that. I also want to talk about, like, what you want to talk about in the video. Like, you need to be... Some people don't have a personality for commentaries. Like, I, for one, don't think I do. So I just wanted to talk about this. But I don't think I have a personality for commentaries. I'm more of, like, a director for other things. You know, that might be some other people's cases. Like, people might be good at making machinimas. You know, if you're funny and you have a good, like, quick personality where you can just come up with jokes, like, on the spot. And, like, right on the situation. That right there is a good personality for commentaries if you know how to execute it well. But if you don't know how to execute it well and you're trying too hard, you're not going to be funny and people are going to hate you. I'm not saying people are going to hate you, but people are going to think... I mean, yes, I did just say people are going to hate you, but that's a lot of people. Some people are not going to really care. That it's going to be like, whatever, this kid's trying to be funny. His videos are still interesting, which that's a rare occasion. So don't try to be funny if you're you know, going for funny commentary. Just don't try. Nobody likes to try hard. So, again... Make sure you know what to talk about. Make sure you have a good personality for commentaries. And there's that. Talk about, like, what you need to use for consoles. A lot of people don't know how to record consoles. Or they don't know how to... you know, if they can't afford it. So, that's another thing. Money in the case of a console. You're probably gonna want to buy a Hauppauge HD PVR, which I'm looking at right now. You're going to want to buy that, which is it runs around almost $200, I think, unless they changed the price. Last time I checked, it was $200, which, you know, that isn't too cheap. I mean, I understand, like, it's not over $1,000. I mean, it's cheaper than a laptop, but it's still $200, which, you know, you think is kind of ridiculous. So that's one thing. That's definitely what you want to get. Have a Mac. If you have a Mac and you're trying to use an HD PVR, you're going to have to buy iTV, which is $60, and I have that too. So you're gonna have, and then making videos is like kind of expensive. It's not something where you can, like I said before, pull out your mom's camera and use your computer mic. I mean, yeah, you can use your computer mic. Some people don't mind that, but you're probably gonna want to buy a mic, which I don't really have any recommendations. If you want an external mic, you probably want to go for like a Blue Yeti or a Blue Snowball, whichever, you know, suits your budget. But if you want, like, to use a headset, I mean, you could use Turtle Beaches. Those things kind of break easily, from my experience at least. And you want to probably go for something different, like Triton or what's another one? Astro. If you're looking to use like an internal, like, headset mic, that's what I'm trying to say. But I talked about everything I really wanted to talk about, and yeah, if you enjoyed the video, you know, you don't have to do anything, really. I mean, it'd be nice if you could hit the like button, but you don't have to. If you didn't like the video, dislike it, tell me why, because I want to improve upon, like, my mistakes. So this is the end of the gameplay. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.